Your problem is that you own shares in a company that owns property. And when you die, estate duty kicks in at 20% on your wealth. And your wealth, of course, is the shares in the company. So 20% of the value of those shares is going to go in estate duty. But unfortunately also you're deemed to have sold those shares to your deceased estate at the moment of death at market value. And if you made a capital gain, and I'm sure you did because the property's gone up in value and the shares cost you nothing, then you're going to be taxed 13 2/3% on the gain in the value of the property, or if you like, in the gain in the value of the shares. So already you're in for 33 1/3 or 2/3% of your wealth just because you died. But that's got to be found in cash, and where's the cash going to come from? The chances are that your executor is going to have to sell the property. But you don't own the property, the company does. So the company is going to sell the property and it's going to make the same capital gain. But this time the capital gain is on the property, and the capital gains tax is going to be at 18.6% for companies. So now we're in for your 33 2/3% plus 18.6%. If my mental arithmetic very quickly serves me right, we're talking about 52%. Now we're in a situation where the company's got the cash in the bank. It's sold the property, it's got the cash, it's paid the capital gains tax, repaid the bond which it took out, or the debt to purchase the property in the first place. That's probably the base cost. And now the money is sitting in the bank and it needs to get up into your estate to pay your taxes. How's it going to get there? Well, I'm afraid there's only one way, and that's dividends. So the company's going to pay a dividend into the deceased estate, its shareholder, and it's going to pay dividends withholding tax of 15%. And the net effect of that 15% is probably going to be 10% of the gain on the value of the property. So total tax, 54%, plus about 10%, about 2/3 of your wealth gone in tax just because you died. Not such a good story, not such a good scenario. Give it some thought over Christmas, because it can be sometimes sorted out. There are taxes involved in sorting it out, but very often it's worth it. And with a little bit of clever maneuvering and timing, very often we can reduce those taxes to very close to zero. Once you've had your Christmas break, give me a shout, come and see me, and we can talk about it and see if we can unscramble the egg. And if you happen to be an attorney with clients who are stuck in this position, I seriously think that if you want to give them the best service, the service that your practice claims to give them, you need to learn more about this, and you can learn from me. I'll give you the information and the knowledge with absolute pleasure. Have a good Christmas, have a good break. See you in the new year. Cheers.